Tim Scott is a hero.
In his response to President Biden's address to Congress, Senator Tim Scott said some things that needed to be said.
Nowhere do we need common ground more desperately than in our discussions of race. I have experienced the pain of discrimination. I know what it feels like to be pulled over for no reason, to be followed around a store while I'm shopping.
Then he said something else that needed to be said.
Hear me clearly. America is not a racist country.
Police harassment and brutality towards Black Americans is a legitimate problem that needs to be heard and fixed. But most Americans of any color are not going to listen to that message if they are constantly told they are racist. This is something the left can't seem to get through their thick skulls. I stood up and applauded when Scott went directly after the toxicity of identity politics and poisonous critical race theory.
Today, kids are being taught that the color of their skin defines them again. And if they look a certain way, they're an oppressor.
How did the left react to Senator Scott's speech? They hurled racist slurs at him as Uncle Tim trended on Twitter, even after Scott brought up this kind of BS in his speech.
I get called Uncle Tom and the N-word by progressives, by liberals.
The easiest thing to do in politics is to be a partisan douchebag. That's how Democrats largely reacted to Scott's speech, making them part of the problem. They seem to care more about screaming and marching and protesting and even vandalizing over the problem of police brutality than actually doing something about it. Or as Senator Scott put it,
my friends across the aisle seem to want the issue more than they wanted a solution.
Conservatives and Republican voters have not historically been known for caring about issues like police brutality. The screeching way the left, and too many on the right, talk about it makes them even less interested. But it will ultimately take cooperation from both parties to find solutions. That means conservatives will have to finally talk about why Black Americans have such a significantly different experience in their interactions with law enforcement than most white Americans. This will mean finding leaders who can talk to conservatives in their own language about the problem of police harassment and brutality, even if it means taking racist heat from the left. The Senate's only Black Republican being so out front on this issue, having first-hand experience with it, addressing a largely white constituency, is immeasurable, no matter how many on the left are too ignorant to see it. Conservatives can only help fix this problem by addressing it on their own terms. Someone will need to step up to the plate. This week, someone did.